Go live on YouTube. Yeah, Val Kilmer passed away today. That sucks, doesn't it? He was pretty ill, I think, wasn't he? He was very ill in the latest Top Gun, wasn't he? He sounded not well at all. Like couldn't talk anymore and all sorts. I wasn't on ultra low though, Dave. I was on low latency. Now I'm on normal. So now there's 4K. Very cool. So you should get 4K on YouTube now, which is great. So they obviously can't do 4K on low latency, only be normal latency. So the stream on YouTube will be a little bit further behind Twitch. Couple of seconds or whatever, I'd have thought, but it will be a tiny bit further behind. Something's wrong with my settings. I need to have a play with that on a nighttime server when I'm not live, because I can't see fuck all. Fuck. I can't see anything. Where's my chem light? It's way too dark. That's fucking insane. I have to do something about the... Alright, I'll just do that for now. It's still not right. I can't. It's so dark. I'm not using HDR. I set up for the standard settings. What have I done to make myself sick there? Ah, my hands were bloody. I don't remember eating. Oh, I ate some of that pepper, didn't I? My hand's bloody. That's not even the right medicine. I thought HDR only worked if you were using HDR stuff. Like, I don't know what games are HDR and which ones aren't, so I didn't use HDR. I set it up for standard. So maybe I'll set it up for HDR then, but I won't do that now. Why not try and increase the gamma? Why didn't I think of that? I did. It didn't really help. It didn't really help. It's so vividly black. The blacks are like van to black, but everything is. It's just not set right. But it looked great during the day. It looked incredible during the day, but at night time, clearly you can tell it's not set right. You know, so I'll just have to play around with it. Wish I had some of the correct pills. That's so annoying. Like as if I got myself sick. Yeah, it must be Redline. Real HDR needs a HDR monitor and a game that supports it. Well, obviously the monitor's HDR. I don't know if DayZ supports HDR or not, but the video Redline sent me had got different settings for HDR and then standard. It looks good, does it, Brandon? I think it will look even better when it's daytime. So YouTube is just marginally higher bitrate. I put it up from 24,000 to 25. But obviously it's 4K, which is a big increase. There's a few things that could make me feel sick today. I got new glasses while I was away, and they're very, very slightly different. I'd already ordered them, but they just came while I've been away. And they're just slightly different prescription. I've been wearing them since late yesterday afternoon. I've been feeling a bit fucking sick. There's a very small amount of they're not bifocals, but there's a little bit of boost for reading in the bottom bit of the lens, and they're just different to my last lenses. And yeah, I'm not quite getting used to them. You can actually see really good. Well, I guess the chem light's working. Well, Johnny, I don't use any NVIDIA filters, so that doesn't bother me any. That's good, though. Some servers have come up with a way to battle the NVIDIA filter kind of... let's just call it benefits rather than exploit, shall we? You had it as well, did you, Metric? Yeah, I'm sure it will. The only thing I'm finding is I was really used to taking my glasses off to see things close. But now when I take my glasses off to see things close, I just can't see. But they're not, strictly speaking, they're not varifocals. They're like the next level down, but a slight boost on it is what the way they described it. I think they were just trying to make me feel less old. Oh, yeah, I'll do that, Redline. I don't really want to do it while I'm live. I don't think it'll be night for very much longer, and I'm only going to be on 2 or 3 hours, so I might as well just stick with it. But yeah, I'll try and have a play around in the morning. That's not a good place to go. First kill with the new setup! 10 out of 10 would kill again. Got some good stuff. Oh, he's using the knuckles. He could have done me some damage there, but he didn't. How did the gun get badly damaged already? That sucks. Alright, I'm going to have to eat this very slowly, I think. Everything feels different. Do I ever build base? It's not while streaming, Johnny. It's a bit kind of hard to do, you know, but... because people can see where your base is while you're building it, you know. There's 308 in there. Yeah, I've got a new. I bought a couple of new things just for for setting up. So I've got a new mouse mat and I've got a new wrist pad thing to go by my keyboard. I wasn't extravagant. I didn't buy a new keyboard. I took every key off one by one and cleaned the keyboard. So I'm not completely frivolous. I completely cleaned the keyboard. It took fucking ages. Took every key off. And then cleaned the key, each key individually, and then cleaned the keyboard itself. A Fanger. I'm going to take that because it's in good condition, but I probably won't keep it. I was going to cook here, but I don't think we should cook here now on the basis that that guy might turn up angry. Come on. Am I going to do it? God, I really can't see anything much. Right, Drew, thank you very much for the membership on YouTube. I really appreciate it, Drew. Thank you very much. Larry, thank you for the 14 months. I can't believe I've been streaming 14 months on YouTube. That's in a long time. Thank you very much, Larry. Here's for the support. Victor Tango, thank you for the 30. Uber, thank you very much as well. Wimpster, Spike, thank you too. FN Agent, yeah, I've got the sports. So I had Sky Sports before anyway, so I've still got the same Now TV that I had. But yeah, I should have TNT as well, hopefully. The M balls. Yeah, it's so dark. I just need to set it up better than this. It's not set up correctly at the moment. What am I testing? Ren, well, I've moved house. So I've moved house. I've got a completely different setup. First time I've streamed on the internet here. First time I've done any of that. I've also got a new monitor as well. So there's a lot that I'm testing. So on YouTube, where you've asked the question, you can now get 4K as well. So I'm playing in 4K, which means that I can stream to YouTube in 4K. I could have upscaled, but there didn't seem any point. So I'm playing in 4K, and then it's being streamed to YouTube in native 4K as well. I don't think I've got dynamic contrast activated, Shadow, but yeah, I'll have a play with the settings. I just don't want to do it while I'm live. It'll be a bit of a ball ache. What's the deal with the new house? Rhubarb, apologies for this answer, but you're going to hear it a lot. I'm not going to talk about the specifics of the new house. Unfortunately, what I would really like to do is make a video and do like a setup tour and show the downstairs and show some of the house and whatnot, but I'm somewhat not really keen to divulge too much information right now. Like, not because of you, but I really don't want to give away, like, when you buy a house, there's only so many houses changing hands, right? People know I'm in Suffolk. It wouldn't be tremendously hard if I started saying, oh, it's a grade 2 listed house and it's got a thatched roof and it's got 4 bedrooms or whatever. Someone could work out exactly where I live. And so I know that's really stupid thing to say, but it's something that I need to be a bit wary of, you know. Random Menace, thank you very much for the support. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the 21 months. Kieran, thank you very much for the 25 too. We all know it's the one with the helipad. Only one helipad? Right, it's starting to get a little bit more like I can actually see again. It's still very, very dark for me at the moment. I feel like the audio has changed with the new house. That's a weird thing, isn't it? But the audio seems different. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's the same headphones, it's the same amp, it's the same, but the audio seems different. I don't have sound dampening material. Garrett, I know my own voice, but what I mean is the game sounds different. Like, the game sounds sound different themselves. That's pretty much true, Enemy, yeah. Big Kev, thank you for the 37 months. Cheers for the support. Mrs. Sniff This, thank you very much too. A Peter, I'll take that over that. Oh, what the shit? That was my plan for cooking. Bollocks. Another base raid. Shall I start getting spears? It's a good job I didn't take the dead dude's bones, isn't it? I don't have vitamins, do I? Unfortunately, these won't work. So it was bloody hands. I ate a bell pepper with bloody hands. So I'm going to need... might be a convoy here if we're very lucky. I'm going to need charcoal or vitamins, so we'll have to go and look for those in a minute. But first I want to check this convoy if I'm near the road. Feels like I am, but I don't know. And then I'm going to need to find a house to cook this food in. Well, I'd be right near the road by now, to be honest, but anyway. Big Kev, thank you very much. Apologies if I've missed any of your alerts, by the way. I'm doing my best, but everything's just slightly different at the moment. Like the text is just slightly different for me on like my Streamlabs alert software. Oh, there is a convoy. Holy shit! Right, you might have to go then. I'll get myself new logs. Felt weird. So I don't know how many streams there might be this week. Strictly speaking, I'm still doing all the moving. I was trying to stealth that, but I didn't have the knife in my hand anyway. I just wanted to stream today. I was all set up, and I've been tinkering with my OBS settings just to make sure it was right. And I wanted to test it, so hence I'm here. But once it's on and it's working, I figured I might as well go on for a bit. You may notice the screen alerting something about image cleaning process or something like that. So that's about that's all good. Not had that yet. I've barely used the monitor though. You know, I've had the PC on for a short while, then had it off, and it's not really been running for any great length of time. That's a good bag, is that, dear? I should charge you for that bag. It's such a stupid bag to take, but I kind of feel like I need to. Oh! Wow. You stingy bastard didn't give me a mag though, did it? Obviously got to get a moment. That is insane. I think it had a scope as well, didn't it? It looks so different in 4K. The difference is huge. I mean, like the way the zombies pop, it's crazy. I knew there was a reason why I got the big bag. Holy shit. Where am I going to find a DMR mag? I've had to go all the way down to 720 to get the stream to not constantly buffer. Well, the bitrate is really no different than how it was. Well, not quite true. The bitrate is now 25,000 instead of 24,000, but you would have still had to do the same on the stream last week. Military helmet, we'll have that. I thought I saw 2 more Zeds. I really need to get myself fit fairly sharpish. Are they 9mm? No. Need to get back and yeah, get back and try and cook this food. Like, I need to do it. Oh my word! Oh, it's a VS89. Fuck me. Holy shit. Got no scope, but. So strictly speaking, I think we're better off with that on there. Because it's more powerful. Other bag had gun slots. There's no bags with gun slots on this server. What illness do I have? Eating with bloody hands. So it's not cholera. It's salmonella, whatever that one. I think it's salmonella. Just realised I wasn't recording. Not that it matters. I don't think we're getting any YouTube footage. Right, while the server's coming down, I don't think we've got quite enough grenades to raid. But while the server's coming down, I'm just gonna have a little play. I don't think I can do it while I'm live. Fuck that. It's getting daylight anyway, so let's not bother. Turn that shadow boost bollocks off. Dean, in a room in the kitchen. Well, no, not quite. Not quite. Not true.
Both rifles at the same time? What madness is this? And good Paul, know that Brits deserve condemnation for introducing limp bacon into the world. It is an abomination, I say.
We didn't introduce limp bacon. I think the bacon that we have the most here is normally associated with Denmark. Danish bacon. Back bacon rather than streaky. Which, the nice thing about back bacon is it actually has meat in it. Rather than just like fatty fat. Crispy bacon is amazing, by the way. Crispy, streaky bacon is amazing, but back bacon is really good too, if it's cooked properly. Your nosy, Royce Lee, Smack My, thank you very much. Jacuzzi for the after DayZ stress release. Oh, obviously, and a spa and a gym room, swimming pool, indoor and outdoor. Cheers for the support, guys. Right, I'm going to see if I can get back in the server. Okay, wrong way in. Yeah, I got 2 bowling lanes, and then I'm going to Daniel Plainview someone. Was his name Daniel Plainview? Why am I being sick? I've not eaten anything, you motherfucker. Yeah, from there will be blood. Yeah, he bludgeons Paul Dano to death. Slight spoiler for that film there. He bludgeons Paul Dano to death near the end. Although I think he deserves it, to be honest. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Right, we're going to come back down to this tan, and we're going to cook ourselves some meats on account of the fact that I'm fucking ravenous. How do I reload the weapon? By holding it in my hands? Pressing R, dude. Sorry, not... Yeah, holding R. If you've got a mag, you can press and hold R and it will reload the mag. Jackada Tim. Dude, thank you very much for the 55. Thank you, dude. Alright, we need to get to a hoose. It is a really good film, Big Cat. Yeah, the first time I watched There Will Be Blood, I thought it was a bit... meh. And it was Gravy, who doesn't frequent these parts quite so much as once he did, was waxing lyrical about it. So I watched it again, like years and years later, and it is really good. It is really, really good. That does happen sometimes. Like, I don't know, I watched that film when I was a much younger person, and I just felt like it was a fairly slow film where not much happened. But watching it as approaching 38-year-old person, I enjoyed it a lot more, you know. Cheers, Stevie. Take it easy, dude. I really don't want to deal with the Zeds. I just want to get in the greenhouse. There are a lot of Zeds as well. Oh, fuck. Excellent news. At least we burnt all our stamina finding out that the door was shut. Fuck me.
Paul, have you ever tried Eagle Rare 15 years?
No, I haven't. I didn't. I've never tried Eagle Rare 15, no. I ordered 3 bottles of Eagle Rare 10 the other day. But somebody asked this earlier, and I did see the question. Apologies, I never got to it. But the question was, have you carried on not drinking in April? And the answer is yes. Yeah, I'm not drinking at the moment. I've not really got any date in mind or anything, but I haven't had any alcohol yet since, I don't know, about February the 26th or something like that. Roughly, last couple of days of February anyway. Okay, looks gorgeous. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I don't know how it translates in the stream, but in the game, the zombies just pop more. Like, they're more 3D. Their details are higher as well. Like, they look a little bit more succulicious. Tetra won't do anything for what I've got, Cody. I need vitamins or charcoal tabs. Casper, thank you very much. Things do look more crisp. Well, if they look more crisp on Twitch, Rhubarb, then that's good. I do, Patrick. I don't like. What I really want more than anything else. The question was, do you prioritise certain stoves? Effectively, yeah. I want the ones where I can put 2 bits of meat on. These 4 is okay. They're all 4 mostly, but. The ones where you've only got the single stove top and then 2 in the smoker, it's much slower. So I was going to that greenhouse because it's the best house to defend here while cooking. Unfortunately, some fuckers built a base in it, which is probably because it's the best house to defend in this little area, you know. But I would really like to have those out so I can use them, but. 4K hurts my eyes. Switch it back, Squirrely Dan. No, it doesn't. You can switch it down to 1440 if you wish, dude.
Seems to be running by.
Do I ever carry portable stoves? I used to do quite a lot on the mouse. Yeah, I don't use them much on Chernarus. They can be very good. The problem is that they get degraded so quick now. Like, the cooking pot gets ruined incredibly quickly, so I don't normally bother. Maybe I should. Still can't eat the meat. NTN, it's not possible to stream in 4K on Twitch at the moment. It's a Twitch problem. I can't do it. They don't allow enough bitrate. Like, the bitrate I'm streaming on YouTube is 25,000. The bitrate max on YouTube bitrate on YouTube is 25,000. The maximum on Twitch is 8,000. You know, it's just not high enough. They did some tests with higher resolution streaming and better quality earlier in the year. Sorry, late last year, in fact. Late last year. So I'm hoping that at some point fairly soon they will announce better quality. You know, that's what I'm expecting. Gotta eat this slowly. Hi, Henny. I've definitely not got my settings set right. I can't see shit. I'm going to start being a no-hood guy. Wizard, I'm just playing with it at the moment, but obviously this new monitor is an OLED one. And I'm just kind of, like, toying with it at the moment because I'm a bit worried about screen burn. And I'm not massively so, but it's got things in place to avoid it, but it won't really show any different on your side. But these, for me, are so vivid. They just look like the most likely things ever to screen burn.
Tried Yorkshire Gold for the first time. It was wonderful. Thanks for the great entertainment.
Did you manage to control the inevitable orgasm that it will cause? Zedman, dude, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Right, if the fire's still burning, I'm going to cook this chicken as well. Stephanie, Stefan, maybe. Welcome to the OLED family. Keep it in the family. Yeah, thank you. Right, we can eat more of this. So I've been eating it slow because if I eat it quickly, I'm going to throw up. Yeah, I've got those settings on, Dev. Like, I haven't got... This monitor has a setting where if you leave the screen, it will turn itself off. I've not got that on. But Redline was telling me that he was having a firefight, and because he hadn't moved for a while, the screen thought he'd gone, so his monitor turned off in the middle of a firefight. Which is somewhat of a frustrating thing to happen, right? So I've not got that feature turned on, but everything else is turned on, like all of the things that it does to like slightly move the screen and whatnot. I haven't even noticed any of that, but it is on. I haven't really played for very long yet, though. I'm having to eat this pathetically, painfully slowly because I'm sick. You can actually cure this sickness without any pills, but it takes a while. Like if I get my health back up to full, and then if I get the health back up to full and I get my energy and my hydration really high, you can cure it with your immune system. The same as vitamins. That's what vitamins do. Yeah, Hickleberry, one message below yours, you can see Wizard sharing the command for the monitor that I use. So yeah, it is the Asus PG27 whatever. UCDM. You'd think I might remember that, but I don't really care. Turn power saving off. I think I already did that, dude. Just started watching Mobland on Paramount with Tom Holland, Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren. Tom Hardy. It's Tom Hardy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to try and check that out at some point. Zedman, thank you. Nightly Sinister. 4K looks so much better. Will it make you better? No. But I'll enjoy the deaths more, right? Will any game hit 4K 240 Hz on it? I suspect the answer is yes. Oh, dead. No, it's not Alt and Z. It's what's the button? Alt and R. Making sure I'm recording. So I'm getting 159 frames right now. I know I'm in a forest, so I'm not getting 240, but I am getting between high 140s and 160 at the moment.
Place, hope all is good with you. Smiley face.
Frame generation on it. Frame generation doesn't work on DayZ anyway, so. I did, Jax. Yeah, moved in. Well, mostly. I'm not quite done. This stream is not going to be the longest stream in the world. I'm just kind of testing out the 4K and trying to get a bit of a start. Any DayZ events coming up? There is one at the weekend, Val. Yeah, there's one at the weekend. On Saturday and Sunday, Ariana's hosting an Amalsk event. I don't actually know what it is. I was a reserve for Sunday. But I don't think I'm in it yet, as far as I know. I don't really know. She actually asked if I would shoutcast, but I wasn't able to say I'd shoutcast it because I was not sure if I'd be able to stream, you know, because of the move. So I might be in the event to play, maybe. Regan, thank you. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much. Birdman, thank you for the 15 months, dude. Thank you. Winter Warfare, it's a trio event. Oh, okay, very cool. Is my voice different than before? When? I'm in a different room. The audio bitrate on Twitch is a little bit higher. But the main reason is going to be that the room has got no acoustic tiles in it at the moment, so the room is quite bare. And until I get the tiles up, it's not going to sound quite right. I had the same thing when I moved to my last place. It was I started the first stream and it was echoey, and then I had to get tiles up to make it work. I'd love to know which streamer or just normal event that Paul has been a part of he enjoyed the most. My favourites, there's a few that have been really good. Some of the lights... Sorry, the Lights Out obviously is the one, maybe, but especially Lights Out 1, but both Lights Out events were absolutely stunningly good. The second Lights Out event had a lot of problems, but that was not really of the devs, well, not the devs, but the hosters' creation, you know, but Lights Out, True Colours have been really good. Many other events as well over the years, but Lights Out and True Colours kind of stand out, and then the duos event that me and Lottie won, that was a really cool event. That was really, really good. And there's been others, but I guess the two favourites for me would be Lights Out and True Colours. This 4K stream looks amazing windowed on my 1080p screen. I know there's probably a little bit of humour in there, but if you watch in 4K on YouTube, even if you're on a 1080p monitor, the video quality is still significantly better. So you might have meant it, you might not have been joking, but they allocate better codecs and less compression the higher up the resolution goes. So 4K, even on a 1080p screen, will look better. There's been lots of cool events though. That one that we did on Ariana's event the other week, that Scalisti one, that was cracking. That was really, really good. I was wondering how it would play with the increase in resolution for me while streaming, but it's running really, really well. And you'd expect that because of the card, but I was still like a bit unsure, you know. Am I joining the PUBG hype? Didn't know there was any PUBG hype. I suspect not. What's the PUBG hype? I did find a convoy. Unfortunately, I've got no mags, but I've got some crazy good guns. Nearly all of the survivors are playing it. I guess that's interesting, but what's the catalyst for that? Has PUBG had an update or something? Why is it suddenly flavour of the month? DayZ, are you going to play it, Cameron? I did a couple of sponsored streams for DayZ. Oh. I would like to have a bit of a go at it again at some point, but I've not done it for a while. Oh shit, did I just... Well, I saw something then, but maybe not. I'm going to have to go for the heli. So everyone's just sort of playing it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'll be jumping on the PUBG hype train anytime soon. DayZ is in a bad place right now and broken. Interesting. My Twitch audience is in a bad place. Fucking hell, I've just had a look. About half the audience I should be. That's not good. Fuck me. I'll have to not do too many of these unplanned, unplanned and just like start streams. Fuck me. Regan, thank you again for the gifted subs. Cheers for the support, dude. Jax, thanks very much. Birdman, Zedman, thank you as well. All the mans. I keep running around all already looted houses finding nothing. Mr. Umall, you need to adopt the key phrase for DayZ. If you're finding fuck all, fuck off, right? If you're in a town of 40 houses and you check them all and there's no loot, you're kind of dumb. Sorry for the want of a better phrase, but check 5 houses on one side of the town, and if you're really finding nothing, go to the other side of the town and check 5 houses. If you're finding nothing there, you've checked 10 houses instead of 40. Move on somewhere else. You know, that's the method. Loot does definitely group in the game, so you get like patches or pockets of good loot where nobody's been for a while, and then you get good shit. If you don't move around like that, if you just try, if the loot's bad and you just carry on looting, you're just going to get bad loot. I don't think enough people be hitting that notification bell. Nightfowl, I think it's just because I've not streamed. It's like Wednesday and I've started streaming at 4 o'clock when normally I'd start at 1 or 2. It's just the circumstances around me not streaming and then coming back on a weird day. I haven't even tweeted out that I've gone live, you know, intentionally. Also, the title says test stream, and that's enough to like calling the stream short test stream is enough to make people not click too, you know. Like the fact that it might turn out to be 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever is probably not the best title in the world. But do I have blood poisoning? No. I ate a bell pepper with bloody hands. I thought that was a DMR mag. What the fuck? How have these trousers got less slots than those trousers? It's Struggling to understand that one. Right, I'm going to go this way. I'm not going to loot the summer camp. I'm just going to come this way. Anton, thank you very much. Anton Vasilev, thank you very much for the membership. Really appreciate it, dude. Cheers for becoming a member. I don't know how I'm going to work out what's going on what hotbar here, but I definitely need the M16 in my life right about now. There was only one zombie, Musu. There was only one zombie just to the north of the heli there, but this server's got a lot of players in it, and sometimes that can happen, like the zombie cap's already hit, so not enough zombies spawn in. It happens on vanilla as well, but if you're on a server that's got more players than vanilla, it's more likely to happen. Pop-Tart, I've had no issues so far. I've been hearing problems about it. What? I think there was some hoo-ha about it burning your house down when it first came out. But there was about the 40. There was about the 4090 as well. They had the same issues, the same rumour mongering, exactly the same. I didn't really want to put traces in, but never mind. How am I going to get rid of the sickness? I'm not really worried about it. As long as I've got food, it actually doesn't matter. Like I was saying before, one of the cures for this is vitamins. And all vitamins does is max out your immune system. So if I get my immune system maxed out by eating and drinking slowly, I should, in theory, be able to cure it. So I'm not really doing anything. I might go down to the right there. There's Severograd down there. I might nip down to the right. Oh, fuck that up. And load the... and just hit up the hospital, see if I can find some charcoal tabs. In fact, I think I might do that. Right, before I do though, guys, I'm just going to nip for a piss. I won't be long. Right, I'm back. It was the cable causing burning. Well, that was the same as the 4090 as well. Like, people often use third-party cables or L-shaped cables and don't seem to like it with the sockets on some of these cards. It was exactly the same with the 4090 as well. But I had a 4090 with official cables, like the ones that came from PC Specialist, and they were all correctly wired in, so I used the same connections for the 5090 and it worked fine. You're just not meant to use like aftermarket L-shaped cables and stuff like that. It's not ideal, and it's Nvidia's problem, but so both cards had the same thing. There's no modded guns on this map, Johnny. There's a few slightly different colour guns, like you can get like a green AK or something, but there's no different guns than vanilla. Amosora, thank you very much for the resub. Thank you. Right, let's have a little look. See if anyone shows. Nope. So there's still just one zombie there. Delay, thank you very much for the 32 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. How much of the FPS have you got on the 5090? I haven't checked it just now, but my FPS went up, but I've now switched to 4K, so my FPS has probably gone down a bit again now. But I was getting 160-ish in the forest, but that's at 4K while streaming to YouTube and Twitch and recording. That looks pretty good. Am I taking damage? No. You can ride this one out. You don't take damage because of salmonella. You don't take damage when you're grown like that. You only take damage when you're grown like that. It's a more violent groan as well. But it's if you get a wound infection, so you get a blood illness and you don't fix it in time, then it becomes so you get a wound infection, then you don't fix it in time, it becomes a blood infection. That drains your health, and you die. There's one or two others, I think, the gas illness as well. But this one is just a grunt. Same as cholera as well. They're both the same. You can ride them out. You can actually cure them without meds. If I get my health to full, I'll probably ride it out. But I might as well go down here and check the hospital anyway. Is the noob tube loaded? Yep. Very nice, Guinness. Good. Zero Problems TV, 4K here. Very nice. Susie, thanks for the 23 months. Ellie, thank you very much for the 3 months. I'm not having the blood infection, no. We're going to talk about that a lot, aren't we? Hi, PS, it says Semzi. Semzi, maybe. I hope you're good. Thanks for coming in. So we could actually get... we could actually get meds anywhere. Like vitamins, that is. But we might as well go to the hospital and have a little check. So I ate with bloody hands is what sickness I've got. So I need vitamins or charcoal tablets to cure it. Yeah, sorry Julie, the cap's done for you there, but I hope you're good. Rams, thank you for the prime. Cheers for coming in, thank you very much. You're still trying to push those caps. You might end up with another delete. Sorry, I'm at Nightbot is not the friend of capitals. You're the caps queen, are you? Well, keep your messages short, okay? Or Nightbot will slap you on the wrist. Adeline, yep. First stream from the new house, yeah. Nightbot doesn't like capitalism, yeah. I just want to try and get to the hospital. I am getting a bit annoyed by the grunting, to be honest. We're going to stay here and drink all of this, and then we're going to go. I keep playing with the icons in the bottom corners. I don't really want to turn them off, but you want to get screen burny. You know, like... And with the cable for my headphones. I do not, Indy, no. There's a slight echo of it in the room. Yeah, I know, Nonov. We talked about it quite a lot. I've got no acoustic tiles in the room yet. They're on order. Paul, it's my birthday today. We're now the same age, 36. Alan, happy birthday. I'm sorry to say, I'm not into lying, Alan. I'm actually 38, but happy birthday. I think you can down your can. I can't down the can with this, dude. If I drank the can all in one, it would make me sick.
You can turn down your HUD brightness in the settings.
What, in the DayZ settings? Options. So you can. That's a nice feature, isn't it? That's, yeah, thank you. I didn't actually know you could do that. Just go for like halvesy, shall we, for now? That seems better. I've never ever played with that. Yeah, bow hunter. Yeah, good shout, dude. Thank you. I've left a gun behind. Fuck. Well, that went well. Lost a DMR and a fucking SV98. And I left the M16 in the house. Oh, I had Berezino last time. I think I might suicide for a better spawn. Yeah, we've cured the illness. I did tell you we could cure it without meds, didn't I? I was going to eat that, but there's no point. I don't really want to do another Berezino spawn. I'm not going to be on for a crazily long time today, but I don't want to stop there. So we'll have another try. I do actually have a character on Deer Isle that we could carry on with, but I don't really want to do that today. At least the stream looked good for the death. Yeah, it did. It's too dark. I need to play with the settings. Alright, this is good. Cherno's good. That's not so good. Hi, Gavin. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Getting there. The noise of a broken leg is really, really, yeah, stomach churning. No, donk. Not many houses in the UK have air conditioning, dude. It's not a very common thing. If I'm going to get that, I'll have to have it put in. All of the houses in the UK, not all. That's a bit like most of the shops and hotels have air conditioning, but most houses don't have air conditioning. If they have anything, this kind of desync is weird, isn't it? Must be near a base or something, perhaps. Like rubber banding, but yeah, most people don't have aircon. It's like I'd say less than 2% of houses. Maybe that's just a guess, but not many people have air conditioning in their house, except for maybe like a little portable unit that you can put the little hose, like the little pipe out the window and use that. Some people get those, but that's it. No AC, why is that? Because I'm in England, Daniel. In England it gets cold in the winter and it rains in the summer, so air conditioning is not so common in the UK. Because the climate has never needed it so much. It's obviously getting a little bit warmer. Let's not go into the specifics as to why that might be. Ballantyne, thank you for the 30 months. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. So UK houses are all pretty much, they're all brick built like normally 2 layers. So you'll have like a layer of breeze blocks, then a layer of bricks, and then between often some kind of insulation. And they're designed to keep the warmth in winter, and then in theory stay a little bit cooler in the summer, but they don't. They're just like ovens. So basically we live in ovens that get hot in the summer even if it's not that hot outside, and none of us have air conditioning because we're too cheap to get it. I think I'll probably need it at some point, just because like in the middle of the summer it's going to get hot. There's no way it's not. It looks so good in 4K. DayZ looks much better in 4K. Holy fuck, it looks good. Like the way things look in the distance, the way the fronts of the buildings look, it looks better. I like it kind of warmer, Rico. I like it kind of... I don't know where you're from, but we do Celsius over here, so I kind of like it mid-20s, mid to low 20s, like 23 to 26-ish. I think is about perfect. Sour, no, I was 14. Stephanie, it's Stefan. It's not actually that cold, yeah, but it's kind of more cold all year round, I suppose, right? So, I don't mean to Canada, but we don't get very high temperatures. But yeah, the winters don't get crazy cold in England. You know, we are about the same level in the hemisphere, I think, as some of Canada, but we don't get like freezing cold, like -10, -20s and stuff. Hardly ever. Like, well, never get to 20s, but -5 maybe once in a blue moon. But
39 months, now in 4K. Looks good. Thanks for the entertainment as always.
Thank you, Ruff. Yeah, it's certainly playing well. It's playing great on Chernarus. I'm somewhat pensive to how like Hashima might run on 4K, but we shall see at some point probably. It's running really, really well so far though. So far so good. I'm just check my frames, like looking into Cherno. It is going down. I'm actually single figures. I got to 90 FPS. So it is a little bit lower. But 90 FPS is still okay, isn't it? You know, and I've got the settings relatively high right now. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Bear in mind that's what it is because I'm streaming as well. If I wasn't streaming as I am, the frames would be higher. Magic, I know there are movable air conditioners that are cheaper than the ones on the wall. I know. There are other benefits to the ones on the wall though, dude. Like, they work a lot better. You don't have to have a hose going outside. They're nowhere near as loud. But those little... I bought my mum and dad one. The last summer my dad was alive. He had emphysema. And he really wasn't particularly well, and he was struggling with the heat, so I managed to get him a portable air conditioning unit. And my mum doesn't really use it, so I could use that one temporarily. She doesn't. When I say she doesn't use it, she didn't use it all summer last year. She didn't use it once. She doesn't really worry about the heat the same, but we got it for my dad, so I might use that temporarily. But the problem with it is that you have to have a window open with a hose pointing out of it. And I don't know, it's not ideal, is it? Then I'd rather have the windows closed because I'm gas bagging about my tiny peen. Someone's standing. If someone encroaches onto my mini acreage, you know, they might hear what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Why am I up here? Right, I'm going to avoid going that way because the sporter was that way. We're just going to come up this way. I do like the hook on the hat, but that blue baseball cap is definitely better. keep the dirty water in it in case I need to wash my hands. Oh, well, I should take it because it's not orange, but the baseball cap looks better. Ruffmus, thank you very much for the 39 months. Crumbo, thank you again. Valentine Bowhunter, thank you too. No bueno. Be nice to see one of these zombies with a backpack. Hey, Miss Magoo, yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks for coming in. So maybe there might be some food in there, but we should be so lucky. We check that. Game really wants me to have a boonie hat, doesn't it? A&W, I don't know what games they are, but I'm not having any trouble with DayZ. Yeah, I don't have any thing with a hole, except my arse magic. But I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't have any whole thing. But our windows again in the UK, they don't have they're not designed to have like a little ducting thing for aircon because nobody uses it. I think people are starting to get a bit more switched on for it now because I don't know, like 3 or 4 summers ago, we had days that were like 40 Celsius. You know, you need aircon in that sort of weather. Oh, nice. They're both not warmed up yet. Oh no, that one is. If you eat it while it's cold, it just makes you a little bit colder, so they might as well wait. We really are stupid with our energy management here. Our 50 series cards, space heaters, and then aircon to keep the room cool. Well, I'm sorry, I stream, right? The 5090 is the best card available for streaming. So, I don't know. Maybe I see your point where I'm not streaming for a living, but I kind of, I don't understand your point there. The 5090 has 3 NVENC codecs for streaming, which means that I can use one for YouTube, one for Twitch, and one to record. Which means that the recording qualities are going to be better, the stream quality is going to be better, and it's going to be cheaper on frames than even a 4090. By some way. Will you be questing on Sakala again soon? I don't know. I'll probably play it again at some point. So, Mr. Doctor, Carmichael. I don't know. I don't know. Like, strictly speaking, I'm not really back yet. You know, I don't know when I'll be back properly. I might stream a bit tomorrow, but I've just moved into a new house, and I've got the odd people, like the odd thing being delivered, and the odd person coming in, like trades guys doing the odd little job here and there, right? So, like, I can't, like tomorrow. I definitely can't stream until maybe 4 o'clock if I can stream at all. You know, so. I may not be back live properly until Sunday after today. We shall see. So this, like I say in the title, it's just a test stream for now. Oh, I'm getting proper juked by the chicken.
The solution for your privacy and ventilation concerns is simple. Have all your staff sign watertight NDAs and your security team to do high-frequency sweeps of the area whilst you stream. New money just has no clue how to live simply.
Oh, I've got someone knocking on the door. Hang on. There's someone outside as well. Actually surprised I'm not dead. Somebody killed that Z then. God, the game looks so different. Kind of lucky that they didn't check my little shed then. Holy fuck. God, I'm struggling with a few things as well. Like, this is a silly thing, but in the house I was before, the floor was carpet. In here, it's kind of hard floor, which is fine. It's great. Holy fuck. Okay, that was them. What was that, a Magnum? Very shooty on here, isn't it? I'd never do that. I did kill someone similar earlier, but anyway, yeah, oh, same spawn. I'm struggling, like I'm trying to get my chair close to the desk how I like it. And then the wheels are kind of free rolling back. I've already ordered a little gaming mat thing to go underneath the desk. It's just not here yet. Well, it's not really a gaming mat, it's just like a little bit of carpet the right size from Amazon. I didn't get anything too fancy. 25 Rolex is just released, all shite. Yeah, I think the movement's quite interesting. The name Land Dweller is ridiculous, isn't it? Who the what? Like, they do a Sky Dweller, and it's a kind of like a travel watch, and it makes sense. It's a Sky Dweller, it's a travel watch, it's for flying, it's got dual time zones, and does a few clever things. They do a Sea Dweller, which is their kind of like better dive watch than the Submariner, and it makes sense. Sea Dweller because it's a dive watch that goes deeper. They make sense, whereas this one's called a Land Dweller. And why is it called a Land Dweller? Because it's for use while you're on land. What? The name is really shit. It's such a stupid name. I think it looks alright. I don't think it's anything amazing. It's just like an integrated sports watch 5 years too late, but some of the others are okay. But I'm not... I've got to be honest, I've been so busy. I've been very uninterested with, like... For that, obviously, I'm a watch nerd, right? Like, April the 1st, just as well as being April Fool's Day, was like the first day of Watches and Wonders, which is when they announce all the... well, not most companies announce their new watches, but I've had a quick squiz through them all and stuff. Some of the JLC ones, some of the Reversos look nice, but I couldn't really give a fuck. I've been so busy, I've not had time to really care. Head T-Ball, the solution to your privacy and ventilation concerns is simple. Have all your staff sign a watertight NDA. Yeah, damn straight. Neil, thank you for the resub as well. Hi Artemis from Mexico City, eh? Hope you're good, dude. A desk dweller. I'm more surprised the new GMT is white gold. Attaboy, they normally with the GMT, if it's like an anniversary edition, I think, isn't it? In the past, when they've done an anniversary edition with a coloured dial, they've always done it in a precious metal. So they had formerly a yellow gold in the previous gen. They had a yellow gold with a green dial and a black bezel. Obviously crazy money, but yeah. So I wouldn't, if they're doing an anniversary one, I'm not surprised. Like the anniversary Daytona is platinum, you know, like so I'm kind of not surprised personally, but it's not particularly exciting really, is it? It's the same watch with a green dial. Ooh, big whoop. There's a lot of blue caps around, isn't there? Stu, thank you for the 34 months. Can you recommend an outdoor watch featuring GPS? I cannot, dude. I'm no good at shit like that. I don't know a great deal about the smartwatches.
Hope the move and everything goes well.
JOJ, thank you. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much. It's gone alright. It's been stressful as fuck. Like, really so, but it's gone okay. Jopper, thank you for the prime. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. Yeah, that's an exciting thing, Jai Jedi. I don't think the watch looks a bit bland, but Grand Seiko have done this watch that keeps 20 accurate spring drive plus, basically, that's accurate to 20 seconds a year, which for a watch that is powered by you moving it, you know, it's not quite the same as a mechanical watch, but it's close. Mechanically powered, but a quartz oscillator kind of spring drive movement. Anyway, yeah, to be accurate that much, like 20 seconds per year, is incredible. It's a really, and they've got micro adjust on the bracelet as well, but it still looks a bit boring. Took my watch off in 1998 when I got my first phone. No need to have a secondary hour teller. Well, if that's the way you feel, dude. Yeah, it's only really a test at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow or not. I don't know. We shall see. I think it's possible. The first proper stream back at a regular time might not be until Sunday, but we'll see. I'm going to take that stupid hat. It's warmer, isn't it? I could do with it. I'm cold. Matt Webb, dude, Rat, I hope all goes well. You're in hospital. Honestly, man, I hope it goes out all well. I hope everything works out for you as best as it possibly can, dude. Get well soon, man.
Yo.
Do I have merch watches? I do not, no. Yo, hello, yo, yo. Wait, Fizzox, thank you. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much.
We need more TRMZ in our lives. What else should I be doing while working?
Damn straight. Well, you offer 4K viewing experience. Burnt. Well, I'm offering it on YouTube right now. You need to ask Twitch when I can offer it on Twitch, because it's Twitch that's the issue, not me. You know, like there's no way to stream 4K on Twitch. It just won't work. Well, it would work, but it would look awful. I've just realised it's because I'm on 4K. That's why they're so much bigger, right? The combine and the swap looks fucking ridiculously big. Because for whatever reason on this resolution, those have not been set up correctly. Or at least that's the way it looks. It looks ridiculously big, and every time I go to drag something, I'm like getting like, I don't know, a bit of a shocking kind of like something's just jumped out at me. Oh, you can stream it on Twitch at 1440 burnt, but in DayZ it will look absolutely gash. Like, I stream at 1080 and strictly speaking the best is 936, you know, like, to get the best quality for Twitch I should be on slightly lower resolution, not higher. Because when you're running around in a forest, it just adds a load of grain and pixelation. It makes it look terrible. So you can stream in 1440p. In theory you could stream in 4K, but it would look terrible.
Love you, Paul. TRMZ love.
Cheers, Ryu. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for the support, dude. Thank you.
One and a half years. Time flies when you are having fun. Thank you, Paul, for your constant entertainment.
We better run round, I suppose.
You are helping a lot of people through difficult times. TRMZ love.
Crowbait, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not having the most fun time of it right now either, but hopefully things can start arrowing up now with any luck. Yeah, hi Dubs. Yeah, I'm on the new monitor.
Nice one, Paul.
Would I do a Comic-Con type thing? Well, there's TwitchCon 30. There's a TwitchCon. I might go to the Americaland one, maybe, but I've not made my mind up yet. It's a good ways off. It's normally in October. So there's a TwitchCon. They have like there are others, like you can get like packs and stuff in America, but in the UK there are gaming events like EGX, Gamescom in Germany, Cologne. I've been to EGX a couple of times. I went in 2016 and 2019, so I have done that actually, but I've not done it in a good while. Who needs a mobile when you have a watch and a cassette deck? I actually find, like I've always been into watches, but I actually find the less reason I can get to put my phone in my hands, the better. Because I'm terrible at picking my phone up. I'm trying and failing to pick my phone up less. And so there are certainly people out there that would rather not have one, purely for the basis that like their phone pickups per day are already off the fucking scale, you know, like I'm terrible with it. Like I can be watching something I'm really interested in. I don't watch the regular telly very much, but let's say I am watching regular telly and an advert break comes on. I'll pick my phone up. And then I'll have my phone out, and then I'll get engrossed in some bollocks on my phone, and then I'll look up, and like 20 minutes of the program has passed, and I didn't even know. You know, I'm permanently fucking myself off with shit like that. So I'm trying to do that less as time goes on, because it is really fucking frustrating. Men's suit jacket. Oh, it's damaged as well. Why is it telling me I've got a hype chest to open? What's this bollocks? There's something on Twitch that I don't know about. Some hype chest bollocks. Yay! I don't know what it means, but you earned a hype chest. Open to see your reward. I got some dancing cat emote. Wow. I mean, yes, so good. I'm glad Twitch are really on the ball with all these new highfalutin things. We don't need 4K streaming. We need dancing cat emojis. That's where the real viewership lies. Dark Unforgiven, thank you for the 14 months, dude. Thank you. You got a dancing dog, did you? Lucky bastard. Can we swapsies? Can we do swapsies? I'd much rather have the dog than the cat. Alcuon, he called you a Seiko Acasio, did he? What a bastard. Fusion, there's no 1440p. 1080 is about as high as you can realistically go on Twitch. You can. We just talked about this, so apologies for the very quick answer, but it's possible to stream at 1440 and 4K, but it looks terrible at the moment. 1080 is as high as you can realistically go. I'm in a new house, Dubs. Yeah, I've moved. And the acoustics are all wrong in this house because I'm still setting things up. I've got no acoustic tiles. When someone yaps about why DayZ patches contain certain things, you always... well, I do make that point, Broncato, yeah, but... The reality is, you're right, I do say that the person that's designing some artwork for a gun can't fix the bugs or whatever, that's true. However, I will say that they've already done a beta for higher res streaming a significant amount of time ago, and yet we still don't have higher res streaming, you know, they are dropping a bollock because they're trying to do it on the cheap, they don't want to spend any money, you know, like... This is Twitch owned by Amazon, though. We're talking about Twitch owned by Amazon. We're not talking about DayZ owned by Bohemia, you know. I love DayZ. It's my favourite game. Bohemia are a good company, but compared to Amazon and Twitch, they are not even an ant on planet Earth. And planet Earth is them, you know. Like, there's a huge difference between them. Where's my body? There's my body. They didn't even take my chicken. Mark, Lee, thank you very much for the support. Mark, thank you for the new membership. Lee, thank you as well. Twitch forces you to watch things you don't want. That's news to me. When I go to Twitch, I just pick the channel I want to watch. It doesn't force me to watch anything I don't want at all. Do you worry in your new situation that you'll find yourself deviating from a healthy schedule? I don't know. I don't know. I doubt it. I haven't really worried about anything. I'm literally not even concentrating on much more than the nose in front of my face right now. You know, I'm like, there's so much to do. I'm just kind of moving forward, getting everything set up and done. You know, there's a lot. There's been a lot. Like if you move house, there's a lot that goes on, right? And where's the bottle gone? Oh, I wasn't recognising the glass bottle. I am just really, really focused on that. I've been like triple busy. And I've still got shitloads to do. Redline, thank you for gifting Mr. Clancy the sub. Yeah. It's kind of... He does reply to people on Twitter from time to time. Never me, though. Your new McMansion has the reverb of a cathedral. It has the reverb of a room... of a box room, much like the box room I was in previously, with no acoustic tiles, rather than acoustic tiles like the last room. Mum's doing great. Yeah, Mum's doing okay. Yeah, she's starting to eat much more freely than she was before. So she had a gallbladder removed 2 weeks ago. Well, not even 2 weeks ago, like 8 or 9 days ago. But it's really gone well so far. She's quite pleased with the outcome compared to where she was at before. Like, not completely perfect yet. She's had some issues with her, like, mainly things like if she's at the sink and she wants to, like wash one thing up or something. She has a dishwasher, but, like, if she gets close into a worktop, then she's catching herself and stuff. And that, but... She's doing great. Yeah, she's doing great. Am I streaming from St. Peter's Basilica? Yeah. Oh, that would be good. That would be good. Something I didn't do, I was still restarting my game drivers at the start of every stream. I haven't done that. I know that's... but I do get better performance, rather annoyingly, if my NVIDIA drivers are fresh today, rather than if they were downloaded 3 days ago. But it's not seemingly inhibited me in any way. Ice chest, sorry to hear about your mum, dude. That sucks. Not an easy thing to do. It's a boat. Here's the thing, though. If you're on server with the Quest or something, a boat on Chernarus is really cool. But what's the point of a boat for us right now? You know, I guess I could use it to get to Kamenka military base a little bit quicker. But what else? You know. Did you move close to the city or more to outskirts? Liquid, I really apologise for this, but I'm not going to really...
Thanks for running.
I've got to be extremely careful about answering questions about where I'm living. Not because of you, because other ears are listening, unfortunately. So, I'm afraid any questions about the actual house, location or size, or how many from the top of the penthouse I am, I'm not doing any of them. Sorry, dude, because... It's too risky at the moment for me. Yeah, I don't want anyone knocking on the door. Yeah, my castle's only got 3 turrets, which I find a little frustrating. I saw the DayZ Contact trailer. I've got to be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. It wasn't very long, but I watched about 40 seconds like, there's no DLC here. What the fuck is this? And so I clicked the link and got rickrolled, and then I laughed. So yeah, I did get the rickroll. I didn't watch the full trailer because I was like, there's no way this is actually DLC, so I clicked it early. Yeah, Liquid, I'm all sorted. I'm quite happy with where I'm at. Everything's great. But I don't even want to talk about why. I know I sound like some kind of like nutter that's overly sensitive, but I just need to try and stay fairly private in terms of residency, let's say, because it definitely makes sense. I'll still get found, will I, Morton? Do you reckon? Damn it. I can feel a shot in the back coming. I really can. It's good you got your internet in so quick. Well, I actually had it in like really early. I booked it like 3 weeks ago. And so I got the internet, like I had the modem for the router, sorry, and the equipment delivered to my mum's house. So I had the equipment like 3 or 4 days before I moved in. And then the day I moved in, the internet was working. I just had to plug it in. Slick Nick, no, I'm living on my own, dude. Paula Jane, thank you for the 35 months. Big, thank you very much for the 3 months. Defiant Clips, Reload, Net Toasty. Thank you very much. Redline, thank you for the gifted sub. Probably already said that, but thank you. Mark Gaming, thank you for the new membership as well. Yeah, I'm on full fibre. I wouldn't be able to stream as I am now without it. So I'm on the same speed pretty much as I was before. It's about 900 down and 110 up, which is fine. Damaged his hat. His hat looked much better than mine as well. Oh well. I don't think I really want to loot here. We're just going to carry on through. I'm going to try and loot the sort of backside where I normally go and try and get some kind of hunting shit. Like I do every time, pretty much. One. We only need one. That's a lot of zombies. I don't want to deal with those. Are the kids popping over soon? Sydney, they will be. Not for a week or two, I don't think. I think they'll be over Easter, but I've still got quite a lot to do to get myself where I need to be. So, but they are coming over Easter a bit. But they were due to be here this weekend, but couldn't come because I was doing all the moving stuff. You know, so they're probably going to come 2 weeks' time, basically. A stick insect as a pet, Spartacus. It's not something I'd considered, if I'm honest. I think I'd rather get a fleshlight. You think Liverpool will win tonight? I'm quietly confident. I'm going to say 3-1. FN agent, interesting. I'm not quietly confident. I don't know. Like Trent's injured, obviously. Connor Bradley's injured, so they're going to be playing some kind of makeshift right back. They look jaded as fuck before this break, and then all of them have jetted around the world and played a load of football. So I'm kind of hoping the phrase "a change is as good as a rest" might work, and they might play better. But they are at Anfield. I have a funny feeling it might be a draw tonight, but I hope I'm wrong because Liverpool could do with the 3 points and just sewing up the league. Oh, Conor Bradley's on the way back, is he? Very good. I hope he can avoid injury next season because I'm guessing he's going to play an awful lot. I feel like they're going to replace Robertson, and this is just speculation, but there's a lot of talk Liverpool are going to try and buy Kirkes to replace Robertson, and then I feel like they might try and get another right back to challenge Bradley, but not an out-and-out starter. I'm going to watch it later if I can, Daiki. I hope so. I've got a couple of things being delivered to my mum's today that were booked before I moved. So I've got to go and pick them up. Like a little cabinet thing and one or two other things. So hopefully I can pick them up and then get back to watch it in time, yeah. So Jimmy, I haven't looked for a little while, but I think they need something like 6 wins.
Twitch/YouTube content.
They can afford to lose 3 and draw 1 from memory. They need like 5 or 6 wins. Getting a bit shaky, are we? Brandon, not really, no. I don't think we are getting a bit shaky, but Liverpool have not been playing that great lately. They've looked jaded and tired, and I think not being in Europe, as much as it was annoying to lose, may help a little. But they were looking leggy, you know. One thing they haven't had is like crazy injuries, you know, like Arsenal have been missing players, a lot more players. Liverpool have not had that, but they've been looking tired. I think the rack is a decent addition to the game again. Yeah, it'd be nice to get it back if they put it into, like, if the rack actually spawns like an Electro police station or something. 16 points from 27 games, 27 points to win the league, so 5 wins and a draw. And that's if Arsenal win every game to the end of the season, which is possible, but probably not too likely. I should go check that green shed. My confidence has been restored. Lose tonight and it's ours. My confidence has just took a big increase since you spelt loose with 2 O's. Sorry, you spent lose with 2 O's. Alright, let me try and control plus this because it's too... There we go. My confidence is fully restored. I should think Everton will be pretty loose in defence. Oh, another one. Finally got the nerve to start a horror story narration channel. I'm still getting started. I only have the 1 video up so far. Horror story narration. Wow. So, what does horror story narration channel mean? Does that mean you're just reading out someone else's book? Why didn't I do that? If you can get a channel that grows really well from reading out someone else's stuff, what the fuck? I guess I'm playing someone else's game, but he recites my biography. Oh dear. Hey Leighton, well I hope you're going okay. Well, for a quick test stream, we're doing okay. I've been on more than 2 hours really. Already. Not too bad. 5-7, thank you for the 33. Hazzy, Daiki, Paula Jane and Safiro, thank you very much.
Howdo buddy. Hope all is well. Moved house hey. Need more room for the whiskey collection. Keep on running.
What is going on? That's the 3rd death where I've just been blatted. Third time, I think we might try a different server. I don't think I'm being stream sniped, but when it's not your day, it's not your day. Let's just go in a different one. We're still going to stay on Chernarus. Is this what the survivors are talking about? I don't think so, Nambino. That's nothing to do with the game being broken. That's me just getting killed. I don't think there's any evidence that someone's cheating. I'm on a very, very highly populated server. That hill that we just went past, sometimes players will actually go up there. Used to in the past, not so much now. But I could have just gone past someone in a tree and got shot in the back. I've got a mod to sort out. Hang on. This one's not official Siege. The last one was vanilla, but not official either, I think. You didn't zigzag. Well, I never zigzag if I'm not, unless I'm somewhere dangerous, dude. I don't zigzag everywhere I go. It's just kind of... Yeah. Yeah, getting killed just shot in the back, Fuzzy, is a real ball ache. It's the worst way to die. Like, when you're just... It's less of a problem when you've not been on so long. But if you've been alive for ages and then you just get killed like that, it does blow. Client... So it's trying to use a mod that I don't need for this server. Okay, hang on. Sorry guys, bear with me, it's just fucking me around. Flashback, no. Flashback peak, having like a death cam where you could see where someone killed you would be terrible. Simple reason is that if you were playing with a friend, you could relay to your friend where the bad guy is, right? Like, so let's say you're playing with a friend and there's a ghillie prone in a tree, prone in the bottom of a pine tree. You could watch your death cam footage and then say to your mate, he's lying prone in the third tree from the right, just up the hill to the north. No, Redline and Modfest is postponed indefinitely. Till we've had the mod clear out that I've been meaning to do. Wow, look, there's a boat there. It's not actually on the... It wasn't in the water for a second. That dude is geared. Brandon, I've never been to a Liverpool game. It's something I've meant to do. I had tickets once that were bought to me by my ex-wife years ago, but they turned out to be fraudulent tickets, but thankfully she paid on a credit card. And we used the money to go to Paris instead. I've never been. Like, I've always... I may go at some point. I've always wanted to, but I spent 20 years working in retail. And I've always had either kids or... a reason not to go. Like, this is a big excuse, but yeah, I've never been. I've always prioritised other shit. Right, okay. We'll take this spawn. I would have took the last spawn if I'd have had the right character, like the right avatar, but I didn't. No. Alright, let's see if I can not get shot in the back this time, shall we? That'd be good. Fuck me. Mike, yeah, it's just strange, like spawning in. I've seen a boat a few times when I've spawned in. That's alright, J-Weg. If you ever go to an LFC match, you got to go for Liverpool versus Everton. Well, the one I had tickets for, it actually ended 1-0, but it was Liverpool-Newcastle, which would have been a great game to go to as well. I think that would have been good, but that's the one I had tickets for. How did you decide on that as your character? You can actually see it in one of the highlights videos from December time, Coach said. I think it's in there, but they added this character. It wasn't one of the early ones. There was the old man that's already there, the old man. And they added this one, and I just randomly spawned it one day, and I just decided I like this one the best. That's it. That's all. He actually does look slightly older than me. He certainly looks a bit thinner than me, though. That's the downside. But yeah, I just like this guy the best. So I randomly spawned in as this dude, and then that was it. He was my one ever since. Boats aren't that useful on vanilla, no. They really aren't, unfortunately. I wish they were, but you can travel to, like, from here to the military base on the west coast a little bit quicker, but there isn't actually that much of high value on the coast in Chernarus, so like the boats are completely pointless on Livonia. So they aren't that great for now. Slow cookers are pretty decent, Jolly. I'm kind of... I only went and did some food shopping yesterday evening. I'd got a little bit, so I've had my regular omelette for lunch today. I'm not going to eat until after the stream. I'd forgotten they'd added that. That zombie's like bleeding... like it's bleeding permanently. That's kind of cool. Yeah, but I don't... like... slow cooked meals like a stew or something, they are good, or like a curry or whatever, but it just feels like the wrong time of year to have like a slow cooker on 8 hours now. I know it's only March, but well, April now, but it feels more of a autumn winter thing, not a spring summer thing, you know. They bleed to death, do they? Mm. Been quite nice here. I went out for a walk earlier. I took my little raincoat thing. Well, my big raincoat, but I took my raincoat and I ended up taking it off after about 5 minutes. It was lovely. I think it was only like 15 Celsius, 16 Celsius or something like that, roughly. But it was really nice and sunny. Belly, I'll let you know when Redline's not here. Yora, no, the dog was my missus, or my ex-missus, I should say, I suppose. She was the one that did all the training and did all the looking after. I know, I did a little bit, but she was the driver with the dog. Still have the emote for now, though. I didn't really have the heart to take the emote away. Since when do zombies bleed? It must be a very recent thing, Verbal. Have they done a soft fix, a hot fix, sorry, while I've been away? Have they done a change to the game while I've been away? Oh, the bleeding zombies is a mod. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So the bleeding zombies is a mod. That I understand. So it's been added. Servers are always tweaking mods, so it's a mod. There's not been a fix for the whole breath bug on stable yet, has there? There was one to experimental. Has that been pushed or not? Did you move to the south? Yeah. Guernsey. Get a tiger. Hi, Stay Puffed. Hope you're good. Thanks for coming in. Belly, thank you for the 96 months. Gorf, thank you very much too. I've not really moved to Guernsey. I would quite like to go. Yeah, Tax Haven sounds nice. Still can't snipe for shite on official. Yeah, they patched it to experimental, I think, the other day, but I don't think it's hit stable yet then by the sound of it. Right, let's have a quick scout up this way. I'm really struggling with the way the desk's set up here. I've got my drink on the left and I keep going to get my drink with my right hand. It's really fucking me off. I'm going to have to get used to it though, because if I start drinking tea directly above, on the desk, directly above where the PC is, sooner or later I'm going to do what Ish did, where he spilt Guinness all down his PC, didn't he? I'm not doing that, so I'm going to have to get used to having a drink in a different location. If I spill it all down that and fuck the PC up, I'll be... Hi Frank, you're right, dude. It's only a relatively short stream. I've already died about 67 times. Regan, I have no idea on the ins and outs of it. Thank you for the bits, dude, but honestly, I'd sooner chop my cock off than talk about the TV license.
tvlicense.co.uk for things to rip you over in a playful manner, and I saw that the TV license covers YouTube. Surely that isn't required for YouTube on your computer, right?
I have no idea. But honestly, it's such a tedious subject. Every time that subject comes up, a few people just come and go, I don't even pay my license, I just don't let them in when they knock on a door. Which is fine, fair play, but it's one of those things that I like. For whatever reason, it's an incredibly emotive subject. I don't pay my TV license, I just kill the guy that knocks on the door to tell me I don't have one. Then I tell him I'm a sovereign citizen. But nonetheless, yeah, I don't know. I can confirm that I have one though, because I'm a sad, boring old curmudgeon. But Schedule 1, I don't even know what Schedule 1 is. What is Schedule 1? Thank you for the bits, by the way. That's not a thing. There's no requesting other games. I do, FN Agent, I do. Redline, Regan, Skirias, thank you very much as well. Hairy Pear, Alan, thank you very much. Schedule 1 is a game to sell drugs to all your friends and family. You can help turn a quaint little town into a junky hellscape. Sounds delightful. Cheers, Get Real. Thank you. Just 100k people playing it on Twitch, watching it. Yeah. Very good. I don't know anything about it.
Much love, Paul.
I presume it came out while I've been away. Or blew up while I've been away. I presume one of those two things has happened. Cheers, Tinky. Thank you very much. Hope you and yours are doing well as well. Thank you. Am I streaming tomorrow as well? I don't know, Liquid. Possibly not. I don't know. This is literally a bonus stream for now. I don't know. Depends who's coming, who's going. I've got a few things being done in the house. And like DIY stuff, right? So it depends when people finish as to whether I can go live and whatnot, you know.
Doesn't time fly when you're watching TRMZ?
Cheers, Moose Beans. Yeah, it's all good.
Loving the content and looking forward to all the glorious ultra-high def streams to come.
Stone, thank you. Cheers for the support. Thank you for the 3-month inning, dude. Thank you.
Huzzah, you're here.
Ninja, if you... No, sorry, not Ninja. Gage, if you want to play servers a bit like the ones I play in US East, you're pretty much looking at Day 1. That's it. Not true. DayZ Underground as well, but Day 1 and DayZ Underground would be where you want to look. If you're US East, you can play on European servers. I'm in Europe, and well, the continent of Europe, and I play on US servers quite a lot. I'm in New Zealand. I've no fucking clue, dude. I don't look for ping in those areas. You had to drop down the video quality, Pinkston. That sucks.
Let me buy you the first Yorkshire of the new home with bits. Make sure you stock up on Zagorkis. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Liquid. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Right, I think we're going to end up going the same way we were going before. No, I don't want to read that. Cheers, Liquid, dude. Thank you very much for the bits. Cornelius, thank you. Stone Martin, thank you. Sausage Roll Mans, thank you very much as well. Cheers for the resubs, guys. Yeah, I don't know about streaming the rest of the week. I don't know when I might be on and when I might not be on. It really depends how things go. I've still got shit to do. I'm still unpacking stuff. But I've been tweaking the settings and just making sure it was running as best as I could. When I first turned the PC on, it booted to the BIOS only. It would only go to BIOS. It wanted me to go in there and it wouldn't do anything else. So I went in the BIOS and then I escaped and came out. And then it started working. And then for a day I didn't have audio correctly. And I started tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and eventually it started working. I'm not sure if I fixed it or what, but... Nonetheless, I had some issues, and today I've set up, because I'm now on a 4K monitor, I had to redo the scenes inside OBS, but that doesn't take very long. It wasn't very hard. But I had a few teething issues getting the PC working. I was playing with it yesterday and today. So I wanted to do a bit of a stream. To be honest, I want to go and look and see what the stream looks like both on YouTube and Twitch. I expect on YouTube it looks really, really good because it's 4K, obviously, but I want to go and see how it looks. See if I've got everything set up correctly. I've not been monitoring it while I've been live, but, well, I'm going to go and have a look later. I think I know I've only been on for not quite 3 hours, but I feel like I'm in last life territory already, because it is like a bonus stream or a test stream. But I'm just gonna try and get to like Prison Island, try and get some loot, and see if we can get a kill or two, maybe. Which 4K did you get? Exclamation monitor fall. It's an Asus 27 UCDM, I think it is. Dadab, it is nice. It is nice, yeah. Like the lighter evenings is good. It makes less of a difference if you stream until it's dark.
Hey man,
but I haven't been doing that last couple of days.
From me and the boys.
Stefan, dude, thank you very much from you and the boys. Thank you. Cheers, Stefan. Cheers for the super chat. Thank you. What do you think of the new Land Dweller, and what about the Burgundy Black Bay with the Burgundy Sundial? Also the Jambon. I really haven't looked at it too much. I think the Land Dweller looks okay. It just looks a bit... I think the dial looks quite nice, but I don't like the panels for the text. I don't think it's not for me. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I don't like the panels because it's got a textured dial, and it's got panels where it says Rolex Land Dweller and then underneath officially certified and all of that. I think those panels look a bit crap, personally, but I think it's alright. It's not particularly exciting. The movement's quite good though, but interesting change. I think that red Black Bay looks kind of cool. It looks a little bit like a Christmas bauble in the pictures, but I'd like to see that in the flesh. It looks kind of cool, but I haven't really been that close to it because I've been so busy, but just off the top of my head, it looks like JLC have done the best of the kind of mainstream brands. JLC stuff looks the best. The new Reversos look really, really good. Sausage roll, yeah, it should be a big improvement for sure. Lone, I like the 5610 G-Shocks. If you just mean Casio, then it's the F91W, surely, but I like the 5610 smaller square G-Shocks. I've got a couple of those. How many people use wrist support for the mouse? Mine hurts after an hour. I don't use a wrist support. If you need a wrist support for your mouse, your chair and your desk are not set up properly, is my view. You should ideally try to get a chair that can raise and lower correctly, and then arm supports that raise and lower. I know this is money though, right? But if you're set up and sitting right, you don't need a wrist support for your mouse, because your arm would be resting on an armrest at exactly the right level, the right height. If it's set up correctly, you can, obviously, you know, that means buying things, right? But you don't really want a wrist support for that. I have a wrist support for the keyboard, but my hand stays in one place, and the keyboard just, my hand, it helps with the kind of palm of my hand, just sits on the wrist support, and it makes it the same height as the WASD keys. And it just works quite well, keeps everything level. But for the mouse, you should not need a wrist support ideally. You shouldn't have your wrist on the mouse mat really. Maybe the very back of your hand as it falls off the mouse, that might just about graze the mouse mat, but I wouldn't think you need a wrist support. You need to be supporting your arm, or like you said, Stone, your elbow. You need to support your elbow, not your wrist. If you're supporting your wrist, you're creating a hinge, and it will make it worse, I think. Leonardo, thank you for the 34 months. That's really, really kind, dude. Thank you. Oh, this is further than I thought. But yeah, what you really want is a chair with arms that you can raise and lower. I have no idea about current tech, UJCE in terms of like specs and whatnot. However, you could have a look at the PC Builder on PC Specialist website, exclamation PC, and just have a build of one just to see what you can do and how much it would cost. Use the code TRMZ24 for a little bit of money off if you live in Europe. Well, thanks for that, whack cow. I'm not liking having to stop to drink because my drink's on the left. So far so good, Derry. Yeah, the graphics card's going well. I have the first time using the new monitor today. I've got some teething issues with the monitor. It looks great during nighttime, but it's too contrasty. I can't see at night. It's just like completely dark. Like I know, like first person nighttime is dark, but it's like literally looking at a monitor that's off. You can't even see anything in the trees. So I clearly need to do some settings there. Hey Welsh, hope you're good. Yeah, I haven't enabled HDR. That's what I'm going to do. Like Redline was talking about that. I've set it up not using HDR. I've got to be honest, I wasn't sure DayZ used HDR or not. I don't know. I don't know enough about shit like that. I've never used HDR in the past. But I understand that DayZ is compatible with it, so I should be using it, and I'm not. I think you have to enable HDR in Windows, though, don't you? $27, Gerardo. Fat Tony, thank you for the bits, dude. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now, Nambino. I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it after the stream. Are you
dude,
at the? I can go to a higher bit rate than that, dude.
Love your streams. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, Fat Tony. Well, I hope things go okay for you, dude. Thank you very much for the bits. It's really, really kind, man. Thank you. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. You can actually go higher. I'm on 25,000 kilobits per second on YouTube, which is high. You can go up to 51, I think, but the higher bitrate you go, the more people that can't watch because they don't have the download speed to physically watch the information that you're projecting to them, you know. So 25 is
Hi, Paul.
25 is the upper limit
well
is what's recommended for 4K.
TRMZ cart. Love to watch your streams.
Lemon, dude, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the kind words as well, dude. Thank you very much. Hoping we might get a blaze in there. So, in a nutshell, I can go double bit rate that I'm on right now, but it would prevent some people from watching. I didn't realise that was pristine. I'll just keep that. The audio should be... It's a weird thing now, but the YouTube video quality is infinitely better, but the audio quality should be better on Twitch. I think more people probably bothered about... Like, a lot of people will be watching on phones or tablets or whatever, so I should think the... if you're on headphones, it'd be maybe more of a deal, but... Quantum, if it's for me, you're probably better off whispering it to me, but one of the mods can give you permission for posting a link, but if it's for me, I'm never going to be able to do anything with it while I'm live. Like, by the time I get to the end of the stream, I won't be able to go back and find it. Well, it's in the hunting shed. Oh, too late now. the one on top of the hill. Ah, I'm not going back. I should have got it. Yeah, you should be able to just click on his name and send it straight to him, Quantum. If you click on his name, you can whisper it. Oh, there you go. Look, you've done it anyway. Cheers, Topper, dude. I am hungry. IRL and in game. I've certainly been eating differently. I've been eating less so far. I've been too busy, but I actually used the oven for the first time yesterday. Not the first time ever, but the first time I've used it. And I made myself an omelette today, so I'm starting to get a little bit more into the swing of things. Will I get a mini fridge and a microwave in the game room? Definitely not, no. No more 1440p, yeah, Cameron. We've upgraded to 2160. Yeah, I don't want to get anything for cooking or drinks in the stream room because I'd rather get up and get a drink because it's quite a good idea to move around a little bit here and there. I'm not getting an air fryer. Simon, it's not the room size. A few people have noticed it, but there's no acoustic tiles in the room, so it's very echoey. I've got some tiles coming tomorrow. I had the same thing when I moved last time. Like, the room's got really poor acoustics at the moment. There's not anything on the wall. There's not much furniture in here. It's just like a desk, a chair, and then an empty room. I'll obviously get other stuff moved in, but I need to get the acoustic tiles in. Tomty, I'm afraid that's not the case. You can get echoes in a like room as big as a tennis court, dude. Rest assured. Daniel Pro, thank you for the follow on YouTube, by the way. Thank you. I'm just going to check around the back side of... I need a knife, actually. Just the other side of this barn. We might find ourselves something.
Oops. Any idea on the size of your pool table? Thanks.
You know, I've just realised the clock on my second monitor has not changed since... I know, it's not telling the right time. It's later than I realised. It's 7 o'clock. I thought it was a bit earlier.
Yay. Or just lonely.
I really don't know where you're going with that, Beard Station, but let's move away from the sexual preference questions. I'm neither at the moment, as far as I know. Yeah, music by CUB. That's what I had. Music by Cub. That's what I had to do last time. I had to get like, not around the entire room, but all around the like left and right and in front of me, and I've ordered enough to do it. There is some shooting behind me and to the right, but I've got nothing to do. I can't reply, so we might as well just keep going. Slow motion, motioning, and Beard Station. Cheers for the resubs. I had no idea you were by. Neither did I, Redbridge. Am I looking for guns? I am. I'm running in a forest at the sorry, in a field at the moment, obviously, but I'm just coming round. I want to go to the prison island. This house here can sometimes have tundras or, well, more likely a blaze, but you can get rifles here.
I feel like I know enough now to say that when an Englishman says it'll be fine, that in fact it will almost certainly not be fine. But what about when they say excellent?
Excellent.
Translate, please.
Excellent. I don't know. I don't think I say. I guess I say excellent every now and then, probably from The Simpsons, but I don't think it's that used. Excellent. I don't think it. I think a Brit would be more likely to say something like cracking. Del Boy would have said cushty. BNJ66 Iron Balls, thank you very much for the support. Excellent is, I think it's just excellent. I don't think there's anything else behind that.
The makers of Slither.io would like to give you free flights for life. Hope you are well.
Free flights for life, eh? Well, it is my distraction. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling to laugh at that one whack-atter, if I'm honest. Not in any way, shape or form. I think you might have read the room a little wrong there, dude. Brychan, sorry, I think I've missed your one. Brychan, thank you very much for the prime. Thank you. It looks fuzzy on my screen. Make sure you're on 4K, Dirty Red. There's different resolution options. This is about, as far as I'm aware, this is about as good as a DayZ stream can look. Kelleher, Jones, Kanate, Van Dijk, Robertson. So, who's right back? Gravenberch, Sabozlai, McAllister, Salah, Diaz, Jota. So is Gravenberch playing right back then? Who's playing right back there? Well, if he's on the bench, he's still coming back. No, his donation ones are normally quite nice, actually, Uncle Food. His resub alert's always nice.
Getting old here, TRMZ, cool.
I'm really going to need a knife. You think Curtis Jones is going to play right back? That's weird, isn't it? I'd have thought he'd play Gravenberch there and then maybe play McAllister slightly deeper. There was only one scope on there, Omicron, I think, but I just switched mine out. Hello from Texas. Hi, Buster. Hope you're good, dude. Thanks for coming in. Drew, yeah, it's gone okay. It's been really, really busy. How goes Cherno today? Well, I did a lot of dying. I've changed servers. I've died less, but not exactly got that geared. How do they confirm Jones as right back, FN agent? Like, I've seen team sheets. Like, when a manager gives in the team sheet, they don't have to give the formation. Now, it may well be right, but I don't think when a manager hands in the team sheets for a Premier League match, they don't have to say what position the players are playing. They just have to say who's playing. So I've seen it given wrong in the past, many a time over the years, where they'll have a particular player playing up front and somebody else on the right wing. But when the match starts, those two positions are reversed, and they're actually playing the other way around. You know, like there's no confirmation of who's playing where until the match starts. Although I'm sure it's still probably correct. Maybe he's come out and said that's what they want to do, but it's interesting though. I've not seen Jones play there too much, Mark. I'm sure you have. Like I've seen Gravenberch play as a makeshift right back, but yeah, from the start, it's it's quite good going forward, I guess. The boat that was there. I mean, I'm only going to the prison island, and it's such a short swim. I might as well just swim to the prison island now. Like, it's not very hard to get there. Chris Fugazi, thank you very much for the 4-month membering, dude. Thank you. We don't get a knife over here. I'm going to be starving to death any fucking second. I don't think he trusts Kwanzaa as a right back. I think he's still kind of learning to trust Kwanzaa, but I think Kwanzaa would be a better defensive option than Jones. But I don't, assuming Jones is playing there, but I'm not convinced that going forwards he's quite the same. You know, maybe he wants to be aggressive. You know, like I can't remember who plays on the left for Everton off the top of my head, but maybe he's thinking that he might want a more offensively minded player than a defensively minded player. You know, like he might be playing Kwanzaa if we were coming up against a more attacking team away from home. You know, like but playing at Anfield and maybe it's Everton, they're not quite so expansive. Maybe he thinks he can play Jones. But yeah, he clearly doesn't play Kwanzaa from the start as much. Kwanzaa was starting more last season, but Kanate has been playing a lot better this season. You know, like he's found a diamond in Kanate, whereas Klopp didn't seem to trust him. And Kwanzaa has kind of gone down in the pecking order after being subbed off in the first game, hasn't he? What do I expect from today's game? I'm obviously hoping for a Liverpool win, but I'm a little bit thinking it might be a draw. Saw photos of Salah doing a video shoot with some speculating it's a contract announcement. Oh, that would be really good news. Assuming it's a contract announcement for Liverpool, of course. Liverpool will have all of the ball. You could put Diaz at right back. Maybe. I hope you're right, Gucci. Liverpool's actually quite a nice city, isn't it, Stone? Yeah, I went there a little while ago for a DayZ event, and I was there during the day briefly. I didn't see much, but Liverpool is quite a nice city. Hi, oh so sorry. I've moved, so my house. I'm in a different house, different internet, different monitor. Just testing the rig, basically. What do you think about Karl-Heinz Riedler? Now that's a name from the past. Holy shit. Fuck. I'm going to have to swim back. That guy is geared. Like proper geared. Oh, that sucks. Do you know what? Why am I doing that? Let's just try and go to the other side of the castle and get a gun. That would be more fun. I just remembered, like, I'm not really on for very long, so we might as well just try and get across. If he's just started, maybe we can get across and get a gun and shoot him from the roof or something, like get an SSG maybe. I did that, like, run away, I've got no gun. That was like the staying alive choice. But I'm only on for another, well, 20 minutes, maybe less. So I might as well try and kill him, mightn't I? The prison island is called the prison island. No, Skilisti is a different island altogether. Skilisti is just a little bit above Kamishovo. You can get medieval armour and swords in vanilla, yeah, but it's quite rare. It spawns in the castles. It's incredibly heavy, though. There are some servers that are set up to be more medieval orientated, I think, but you can get most of that stuff like chainmail and the breastplate and the sword and whatnot. There's a mace as well. You can get that in vanilla. He's just coming round. I've just seen him. Going to be here in a sec. Perfect time to go starving, eh? This feels like it's been picked clean.
TRMZ love, hope all is well.
I need a gun. That's a gun. I think we might have to just make do with that. I think that's all we're going to have. He's on the castle turret, I've just seen him. Or the prison turret, I should say. Yeah, baby.
GGS.
Kind of ruined the helmet there, but never mind. Or if they came on a boat. Looks like you should have a Pioneer to me, but... Sorry, not Pioneer, an SSG. I really need to sort out what I'm keeping and what I'm not here. Let me first things first, let me get some food in me. His pants didn't look ruined. I might be able to take them in a minute, but I was more worried about the bag. Dirty Red, thank you for the membership. Uncut Coat, thank you for the Prime. Yaku Soko, thank you for the 2 months. LSK, thank you as well. Just make sure we've got, we've got one bullet in that. Universal rail mount and the spectroscope. Quite like the spectroscope. I'm going to keep it, but I'm not going to keep it on the gun. Now, what was this guy planning for exactly? Got like 3 spark plugs on him, I think. Fuck that up. That steps we can hear is a zombie.
Holy fuck!
Dirty Red, dude, thank you for the memberships. Really, really appreciate it. Cheers for the gifted memberships as well as your own as well. Thank you. Alright, that's that. I might go and get the dude's trousers in a minute. I hit him pretty clean with the first one, but I was kind of lucky that the second one knocked him uncon. Because I was a fair ways away, and it's a bit RNG whether you land or not from there. Enough to knock him uncon. I think we're going to take what we've got. This dude has already looted most of this. In fact, I think this is a reasonable point at which to say that's the end of today's test stream. We got a kill. All is well. This will do. So, I'm not sure when I'll be back. I might be on for a similar amount of time tomorrow. But I'm not properly back probably until Sunday, so hopefully we'll be back. Certainly pleased with how things are running. It seems to be running pretty well. I need to fix that monitor. So that's something. I'm not going to do that tonight. I haven't got time, but I'm going to fix it tomorrow. I'll set myself a little reminder for the morning. Thanks a lot for coming in, guys. Really, really appreciate it. It's good to be back, if only for about 3 hours. I will be back again tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I'll be back Sunday. Thanks a lot for coming in. There's many streams.